Test, test. One. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome once again to Trinity Ball Yard on the Hill at the campus of Trinity Baptist College for NCCAA South Region Baseball. Our guests for this afternoon, the Screaming Eagles from Toccoa Falls College. Taking on your home team, Trinity Baptist College Eagles. As always, we'd like to ask everyone to please stand for prayer. Lord Father, once again, we come to you and give you thanks and praise for allowing us to come out here and witness the talents bestowed upon these young men. As always, we ask you to protect everyone in this facility, player, spectator, coach, umpire, free from all harm or injury. Heal those who are already hurting, Lord. And bless Toccoa Falls as they travel home. Keep them safe. And Lord Father, we remember to worship you, our Lord and Savior. In Jesus' name, amen. And now the starting lineups. First, for the visiting Screaming Eagles from Toccoa Falls. Leading off in left field, number 34, Braden Alexander. Batting second in center field, number 7, Charlie Compton. Batting third, doing the catching, number 12, Connor Merritt. Batting fourth at first base, number 32, Ryan McCarron. Batting fifth at third base, number 4, Nick Eckert. Batting sixth in right field, number 25, Peyton Powell. Batting seventh, playing shortstop, number 1, Will Miller. Batting eighth at second base, number 14, Aiden Dumas. Batting ninth, the designated hitter, number 6, Davis Jennings. And pitching for Toccoa Falls, number 35, Kason Rhodes. Toccoa Falls is led by head coach Josh Taylor and assisted by Cole Page and Chathan Clotry. And now the starting lineup for your Trinity Baptist College Eagles. Leading off at second base, number 41, Seth Reeves. Batting second, the designated hitter, number 14, Ryan Ongst. Batting third in left field, number 1, Gavin Williams. The cleanup hitter behind the plate, number 5, Larson Lott. Batting fifth at first base, number 7, Tyson LaChapelle. Batting sixth at shortstop, number 4, Nate Naguris. Batting seventh, playing third base, number 8, Logan McGann. Batting eighth in right field, number 33, Dominic Gattinella. And batting ninth in center field, number 2, Jacob Burke. Pitching for Trinity Baptist, number 12, Darren Goke. The Eagles are led by head coach John Copeland and assistants Jordan Broden and Sammy Coffrin. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please rise and remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem. It's game 2 of this Friday-Saturday 3-game series here at Trinity Ball Yard on the campus of Trinity Baptist College. And the TBC Eagles are playing host to South Region rival Toccoa Falls College. I'm Ray Bureau, and once again, we're very happy to have you join us here on the TBC Eagles Sports Network. Last night was a classic pitcher's duel in every regard, as Toccoa Falls got just one unearned run and won the game 1-0. And if you liked good pitching, you had to have loved what you saw on the mound from 5 different young men combined in these two teams. Today we have a pair of 7-inning games here as you see Darren Goki warming up, getting ready to start game number 1 for Trinity Baptist. On the season, Darren Goki is 1-2 with a 9.33 ERA. This will be his 6th overall start and 9th overall appearance. He has pitched 18 1/3 innings, allowing 23 hits, 19 earned runs, while walking 15 and striking out 13. Very quickly, the batting order in case you missed it. Braden Alexander in left, Charlie Compton in center, Connor Merritt behind the plate. Middle third, first baseman Ryan McCarron, third baseman Nick Eckert, and right fielder Peyton Powell. And the bottom third is Will Miller at short, Aiden Dumas at second base, and Davis Jennings, the designated hitter. Cason Rhodes will be on the bump for Toccoa Falls. Here's the defense that Trinity Baptist will put forth. In left field, Gavin Williams. Jacob Burke is in center. Dominic Gattinella is in right. Logan McGann at the hot corner with Nate Naguris at short. Seth Reeves at second base, and Tyson LaChapelle playing first. Larson Lott, the catcher, in game 1 this afternoon, with Ryan Ongst serving as the DH. We are ready to begin. Darren Goki facing Braden Alexander, who is getting his first at-bat and appearance of this series. Did not play last night. He's hitting .255 with 6 runs driven in, and Goki's first pitch is outside. Ashton Sapp was the winner last night for Toccoa Falls. 6 no-hit, no-run innings. Jacob Brigman was spectacular himself. Just 1 unearned run in 7 innings. The teams combined for just 4 hits, with 5 different pitchers towing the rubber combined between both teams. A ball and a strike. Goki from Bonita Springs, Florida. The curveball is chopped up the middle. Naguris will pick it up behind the bag and throw to first in time. Very nifty play for Nate Naguris, and Goki gets the first man he faces. Brings up Charlie Compton, who made the game-saving catch in right center field on the game's final drive off the bat of Gavin Williams. TBC had the tying run at third, the winning run at second, with 2 outs, and Compton somehow, I still can't believe he made that catch, but what a fantastic job he did. Swing and a miss at the first pitch. At the plate, Compton 1 for 3 with the run scored. He also drew a walk last night. Goki with the 1-strike delivery, a hard ground ball, knocked down by Reeves. He picks it up, throws to first. And a great defensive stand by the 2 middle infielders to start the ball game. Reeves had to leave his feet, knocked down the ball, picked it up, and fired to first in time. Connor Merritt played left last night. He's catching game 1 here today. He was 1 for 4. Facing Darren Goki. And the lefty winds and delivers a fastball. Misses a little bit outside. Merritt now hitting .333 on the season. He has driven in 14 runs, and he pops up the 1-0 offering, and it gets out of play. Compton entered that at-bat at .437 and very nearly got himself a base hit, if not for Seth Reeves making a terrific play. So 2 outs and the base is empty. 1 ball and 1 strike. And Goki from the windup. Fastball cued off the end of the bat. Right to McGann at third. He charges and gets the out. And a quick, easy inning for Darren Goki Jr. as he gets the Toccoa Falls Screaming Eagles in order. So after a half inning, no score. Here's the lineup for Trinity Baptist in case you missed our pregame. Seth Reeves at second base, Ryan Onks, the designated hitter, and Gavin Williams in left. Larson Lott is behind the plate. Batting fifth is Tyson LaChapelle. Nate Naguris is at short, and the bottom third is Logan McGann at third base. Dominic Gattinella is playing right, and Jacob Burke in center field, the same lineup that TBC used last night. They will face right-hander Kason Rhodes. As you see him on the hill, warming up, getting ready to throw his first pitch. A freshman from Noonan, Georgia, pitched his high school ball at Noonan High School. And on the season, Kason Rhodes, no wins, 2 losses. He is making his 8th appearance and 4th start. He has totaled 13 innings, allowing 24 earned runs on 17 hits. Check that, 24 total runs, 21 earned. And Rhodes has walked 17 and struck out 8. The defense behind Kason Rhodes, Braden Alexander is in left, Charlie Compton in center, and Peyton Powell in right. And around the infield, Nick Eckert plays third base, Will Miller's the shortstop, Aiden Dumas at second base, and Ryan McCarron at first. Behind the plate is Connor Merritt, and Davis Jennings is a designated hitter. So now we'll get our first look at Braden Alexander in the field, playing left for Toccoa Falls. Seth Reeves will lead things off. Reeves was on second base, would have been the winning run if not for Compton getting on his horse and making that terrific catch. Even though he's on the opposition, I still can't stop raving about it. Rhodes finishes his tosses, a throw down by Merritt, and we're ready for the bottom of the first. No score as Seth Reeves steps to the plate for TBC. And Reeves is having himself a very nice season. Worked his way from the bottom of the order through the middle to the top. He's hitting .340 with 11 RBIs and 14 runs scored. Now his first look at the big right-hander, and Rhodes winds and delivers his first pitch, and it's in there for strike one. Partly cloudy, 76 degrees. The wind is blowing out towards right at about 11 miles per hour. One strike pitch, and that one will hit Reeves, and that is a painful way to get on base. Reeves down to the ground, pops right back up. It looks like he will shake that one off and trot down to first base. So TBC has the first man aboard. Toccoa hit 2 batters last night, but allowed just 2 total base hits, 4 walks, and 4 strikeouts. Hunter Tatum got a hold, and Josh Ramey got his second save of the season. So here's Ryan Onks, a designated hitter, batting .417 with an on-base percentage of .524. Reeves at first, not going, and a first pitch strike to Onks. He walked twice in 5 trips to the plate last night. No balls and a strike. And Onks hits one up the middle. It's going to be fielded to flip to second for 1. To throw to first is in time. A 4-6-3 double play. Second baseman Aiden Dumas ranging to his right. He was playing that way and turned it into 2. So the leadoff hit batsman is erased, and Gavin Williams at the plate. It was his drive that was caught. Williams made some solid contact a few times last night. Had 1 walk in 4 trips, so nothing out of 3 officially. He also stole the base. And first pitch, breaking ball. Misses a little bit inside. Williams is hitting .346, 3 homers, and 21 runs driven in. And Rhodes winds and delivers a fastball right down the middle. No, they're calling it a little outside. It looked good from up here. But that's ball 2. Of course, it is a little tough to tell. And 2 balls, no strikes. And ball 3 is inside. And Rhodes wondering where that one missed. Williams well ahead in the count. And the pitch on the way. And that one hits Gavin Williams in the back, and both base runners have been hit by a pitch. With 2 outs, it brings up Larson Lott. Reeves, of course, erased on the double play ground ball. Last night, Larson Lott, 1 out of 3. And he comes into this ball game hitting .273 with 16 runs driven in. Williams did steal a base last night. He is now 3 out of 6 on the season. And the pitch is in the dirt. So 1 ball, no strikes to Lott. Larson was also hit by a pitch last night. That came in the 6th inning. Williams with a pretty good lead off first, not going. And that one is on the inside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. TBC got the leadoff man aboard, but he was erased. And now with 2 outs, Williams gets a pretty good lead off first once again. Rhodes from the stretch delivers, and this one's in the dirt, and Merritt with a good backhanded play. Last night for Toccoa Falls, it was Isaac Ravitas who didn't let a single pitch get past him, and that helped keep TBC from scoring multiple times. 2 balls and a strike, 2 outs. Williams flinching, he's going. Lott, ground ball to third. It's into left field, a base hit. Williams running on the pitch. He'll motor on in, go first to third, and TBC has 2 on with 2 out. Took Trinity Baptist last night all the way to the late innings to get their first hit. They get it in the first here this afternoon. So Gavin Williams at third, Larson Lott gets the base hit, and a courtesy runner is Graham Gorman running for the catcher. Tyson LaChapelle, TBC first baseman, is hitting .444. Gorman not going on the first pitch, taken for a strike. LaChapelle is driven in 5. This is his 9th game played. Gorman has stolen 6 bases in 7 attempts. Let's see if he has anything in mind with 2 outs. Also a runner at third. Not going. 1 strike pitch on the inner half for strike 2. Rhodes got the double play grounder, and now just a pitch away from stranding 2 TBC Eagles. Gorman a pretty good lead off first. Williams at third. Gorman's going to go. They're going to let him take second base and not fall for a trap. So Graham Gorman will take second. He's not worried about that, knowing he has 2 outs and 2 strikes on the batter. And the pitch. High pop up on the infield. Should be caught. And Dumas puts it away to retire the side. Well, the Eagles get 3 base runners, but do not score. And after 1, we are scoreless. No score after 1. TBC got 2 men aboard with 2 outs, but a pop-up ended the threat. And now Darren Goki will start inning number 2. 4, 5, and 6 due up. Ryan McCarron, Nick Eckert, and Peyton Powell. Goki got 3 ground balls in the first inning. 1 to short, 1 to second, and 1 to third. And so Ryan McCarron will step into the batter's box. Last night, 1 walk in 4 trips to the plate. Again, each team with just 2 hits. Pitching was phenomenal. Andrew Moeller relieved Jacob Brigman in the 8th, and Moeller went 2 scoreless, allowing just 1 hit himself. And now Goki trying to continue the trend of stellar pitching that we've seen in this series so far. Ryan McCarron steps in, and Goki's first pitch, a breaking ball, breaks a little too soon and misses. McCarron, a big man. 1 ball, no strikes, and that fastball is low. McCarron is hitting .337, 3 homers and 30 runs driven in. 2 balls, no strikes, fastball popped up. Lart will give it a look, but it's well out of play. And McCarron got a pitch he liked. And he's back in the batter's box looking for it again. The wind is blowing out towards right. 3:15 down the lines. Big rip by the first baseman, and he pulled his head a little bit. Probably the reason he didn't square that one up. It is 3:55 to each power alley and 3:85 to center field. Toccoa fans, yes, the fences have been moved in. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Misses up and away to fill the count. First of 2 7-inning ball games here this afternoon. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and ball 4 is upstairs. Toccoa Falls has its first batter of the inning on base. That brings up Nick Eckert. Last night, Eckert walked once, reached on a fielder's choice. That brought the run home, and he ended up stealing 3 total bases. So officially nothing out of 3, but very prominent in the win. Eckert is hitting .225, and that one is in there for a strike. He has driven in 7. McCarron at first base, nobody out. 2 for 3 in stolen base attempts. Eckert showed bunt, but the pitch was upstairs, and he pulled the bat back in time. 1 ball, 1 strike. Not much of a lead by McCarron. Goki delivers and misses inside. Eckert having to spin out of the way. So Eckert ahead in the count, 2-1. Goki was ahead of all 3 hitters in the first. So far to the first 2 in this inning, he's fallen behind. Here's a 2-1, and that one is upstairs. That's ball 3, and this is not a team that you want to give free bases to. Toccoa Falls came into this series averaging 7.06 runs per game. 3 balls and a strike. Eckert showing bunt, pulls back, and takes strike 2. Logan McGann charging in just in case Eckert did drop down the bunt. Now with 2 strikes, McGann will back up, play even with the bag at third, off the line. And a payoff pitch, low and inside, and Toccoa has drawn 2 walks to start the inning. So 2 on, nobody out. Right fielder Peyton Powell at the plate. Last night, Powell, nothing out of 4. Comes into today's play, hitting .306, 3 homers and 19 runs driven in. Naguris, a shortstop, trying to keep McCarron close to the bag. LaChapelle in front of the bag at first, and Goki gets the first pitch for a strike. Nothing in 1. And Goki takes a long look in. Checks that runner at second. And delivers. Fastball outside. Count even up at 1-1. It's a little bit cloudier now than when we got here a couple of hours ago. Only about a 20% chance of rain in the forecast. A ball and a strike. And that one got the knees for strike 2. That cloud cover, though, is keeping the temperatures very pleasant. Of course, up here on the hill, always feels a couple of degrees cooler than down near the dormitories and the classrooms. Ball and 2 strikes. And a pitch on the way. Fastball popped up and out of play. Count remains 1-2. Reeves is back deep at second. Naguris playing double play depth at short. McGann a little bit behind the bag, but off the line to the left-handed hitter. LaChapelle playing in front of the runner at first. A ball and 2 strikes to Peyton Powell. Curveball got him swinging. Powell well out in front. Big strikeout for Goki, his first. And now a double play. Ground ball possibility could end the inning. Will Miller steps into the batter's box. Nothing out of 4 last night. Miller on the season. 276 with 11 runs driven in. This is his 26th game. Fastball drilled into left field. That could drop, but Gavin Williams, though, will cut it off. Ball hung up a little bit longer than I expected, and Gavin Williams made the play. Well struck, but out number 2. And here is Aiden Dumas. Now, both teams last night had several hard-hit balls caught. Each team made a couple of diving catches as well. Aiden Dumas in the batter's box now for Toccoa Falls. 277, 2 home runs, 17 runs driven in. McCarron is at second. Eckert is at first. Now 2 outs. Goki delivers a first pitch down in the dirt. Goki got a strikeout and then the line drive to left. Now a chance to get out of the inning without those 2 leadoff walks scoring. But he'll have to deal with Aiden Dumas. And if Dumas reaches, Davis Jennings would bat next. 1 ball, no strikes. Check with the runner at second. Fastball misses again, low and inside. Count is 2 balls, no strikes. And Aiden Dumas in the driver's seat. Karen leads off second. Not being held that closely, and a fastball is low for ball 3. Well, if you are going to miss, down low is the best place. Now the sun is trying to peek through some clouds. A little bit brighter out there on the infield. Goki checks that runner at second. 3 balls, no strikes. And that one got the knees. Count is 3-1. Toccoa threatening. First 2 reached. Now 2 out. Infield back with a force at any of the 3 bags. 3 balls and a strike. Goki delivers. Strike 2 called. Dumas took a little step towards first just in case. No argument, though. Runners now have a chance to take off. Karen at second, Eckert at first. Payoff pitch coming from Darren Goki. Dumas digs in. Here comes a 3-2. Little looper into right field. That's down for a hit. McCarron was coming in. The throw to the plate, almost perfect from Gattinella, and McCarron had to put on the brakes. So Gattinella gets a roar from the home crowd. However, the bases are now loaded. That's only the first hit, but those 2 walks started the inning and started this threat. Davis Jennings was a leadoff hitter in last night's ball game. Nothing out of 4. He's hitting .231 with 2 runs driven in, and he'll have to wait for the conference on the mound as Coach Broden heads on out to talk to Goki and the infield. Walk to Ryan McCarron. Walk to Nick Eckert. Goki got Powell swinging. Miller lined out hard to left, and Dumas blooped a single into right, and Gattinella made a terrific throw to keep McCarron from trying to score. So the bases are loaded. There are 2 outs. The Yankees are home against Milwaukee. That game will start in about 40 minutes. The White Sox will host the Anaheim Angels, or the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. They keep changing their name. Minnesota's at St. Louis. Baltimore's in Toronto. And, of course, more ball games on the docket. Right now, Goki trying to end this threat. The windup and the pitch to Jennings. Ground ball towards short. Naguris will go to first. It's low, but LaChapelle scoops it out to retire the side. 2 walks, a single, and 3 runners left on base. After 1.5, no score. Bottom of the second, scoreless so far. Nate Naguris, Logan McGann, and Dominic Gattinella are the scheduled hitters for TBC, facing Case and Rhodes, who hit 2 men and allowed a single and a stolen base in the first, but no runs. A ground ball double play helped him tremendously, and then he got a pop-up to end the inning. Nate Naguris will lead things off. Last night, Naguris, nothing out of 4. That's a theme in last night's pitcher's duel. And the first pitch to Naguris, and he hacks and fouls it off. Naguris is hitting .273, 16 RBIs, and 10 runs scored. He has hit 4 doubles. 0-1. Rhodes winds and delivers, and Naguris knows that he chased one in the dirt. And it's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. First batter of the second inning for TBC. Trinity Baptist will host Payne College next weekend, Friday night 1 time and Saturday afternoon twice. Rhodes misses outside with the fastball. In fact, all games remaining in the regular season for TBC are at home. High fly ball, shallow left field over near the line. Alexander in foul territory. And he won't get there in time. Lost sight of the ball myself as there's a fence down there hiding my view. And Naguris will trot back to the plate, pick up his bat, and swing it again. After this doubleheader today, Toccoa Falls is home on Tuesday against South Region Columbia International. A ball and 2 strikes to Nate Naguris. Rhodes winds and delivers, and this one is fouled off. And then a rematch of a series at Bob Jones last weekend. Toccoa Falls will visit BJU April 4th and 5th for a 3-game series, a 3 p.m. start time on Friday, and a 12 p.m. doubleheader start time on Saturday. So a lot of South Region baseball for these 2 teams coming up next weekend. Toccoa Falls will then play Fort Lauderdale and Carolina University back-to-back on both Friday and Saturday, one game with each team. And those are at home for Toccoa Falls. So there are a few upcoming ball games for both Trinity Baptist and Toccoa Falls. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Nate Naguris. Fouled off the first 2, and he's worked the count full. And a payoff pitch. Ball 4, and a great job by Naguris after he fell behind. Worked the count full with a couple more foul balls included and ends up on first base to start the inning. First walk issued by Rose. He has hit 2 and allowed a single. And now Logan McGann, the third baseman, steps up. McGann last night hit the ball hard 3 times, nothing to show for it. He was hit by a pitch and stole a base in the 9th. Naguris runs well. He's on first. And the first pitch fastball is low and inside. Naguris successful in all 5 steal attempts this season. 1 ball, no strikes to Logan McGann. 267, no homers, 15 RBIs. Throw over to first, and Naguris finds the back of the bag safely. Naguris has scored 10 runs, looking to make it number 11. Again, in the box, 1 ball, no strikes. A chopper could be 2. The flip to second for 1. The throw to first, not in time. It gets away. McGann slips, and it keeps him from taking second base. And that will also save a throwing error for Dumas. That's a fielder's choice, and unfortunately for Trinity Baptist, no advance to second base. It goes as a 4-6 fielder's choice, nothing else. 1 away with Logan McGann at first base. Dominic Gattinella, the right fielder, steps up. McGann at first. Gattinella, nothing out of 3 last night. And McGann with a big lead. Rhodes trying to keep him honest. Gattinella's throw from right field may have kept this game scoreless. Didn't get it out, but he did keep McCarron from trying to score on that single. Big lead by McGann. Let's see if he takes off. No, he bluffed. And the pitch is inside. He did take the first step, then stopped. So McGann back to the bag. He is 6 for 7 in steal attempts. Another big lead. Rhodes from the stretch. There he goes. The pitch is low and inside, and the throw slips out of Merritt's hands, and that will be a stolen base for Logan McGann. And fortunate that McCarron was able to jump in front of the ball and keep McGann from going to third. Well, McGann didn't get to second on the overthrow, but now he has a stolen base. And on the season for McGann, that's number 7. RBI opportunity now for Gattinella. 2 balls, no strikes, and a pitch. That one is outside for ball 3. Gattinella is hitting an even 200. He has driven in 12. 3 balls, no strikes, and a pitch. That's ball 4, and Trinity Baptist has 2 men aboard with 1 out. That is walk number 2, issued by Kason Rhodes. Jacob Burke, the center fielder at the plate, comes in at 214 with 5 RBIs. McGann standing on second. He has scored 22 runs for TBC, hoping to make it 23. Timeout. Meeting on the mound to discuss the strategy. Last night, Jacob Burke for TBC had one of the Eagles' 2 hits. He was 1 for 4. That single came in the 7th inning and was the first hit for TBC Ashton Sapp did not allow a hit in his 6 innings of work, and he got his 4th win of the season. So now Burke trying to drive in Logan McGann from second base. Dominic Gattinella just drew a walk. He's at first. There is 1 out. And Rhodes toes the first base side of the rubber, checks the runner at second, not being held too closely. And the first pitch to Burke, a big swing and a miss. 1 strike. Rhodes with 1 out. Miller, the shortstop, holding the runner close to second. There's a looper and into the vacated hole. Here comes McGann around third. He will score. Trinity Baptist is on the board first. RBI single for Jacob Burke. The ball tipped off the glove of Miller, but he had a long way to go as he was playing the bag, trying to keep McGann close. So a base hit for Jacob Burke and a run scored. TBC leads 1-0. They've gone through the order now. Seth Reeves, a leadoff man, steps up, hit by a pitch his first time up, but then erased on a double play ball. Gattinella at second, and the pitch. It is low and outside. Miller did all he could, got a glove on it, but he was still on the run. And so an RBI single credited. Check of the runner, Miller holding the runner close at second, and this one is upstairs. For Jacob Burke, RBI number 6. 2 balls, no strikes to Reeves. Ryan Ongst on deck. Long look in by the big right-hander. There's a looper. That ball's going to get down. Gattinella had to hold up to make sure the ball wasn't caught. It is a base hit for Reeves, and the sacks are full of Eagles. Gattinella will stop at third, Burke to second, and Ryan Ongst at the plate. Well, Reeves, a little bloop single, but he's able to advance the runners and get himself on base. Here's Ryan Ongst, who grounded into the 4-6-3 double play in the first inning. There is 1 out, so Rhodes hoping to duplicate that same result. Run is in, and Rhodes delivers in the dirt. It gets by. Everybody will advance. Gattinella scores. It is 2-0 Trinity Baptist. That will be a wild pitch charged to Kason Rhodes. Two free passes in the inning have resulted in 2 runs. Reeves advances to second, Burke to third, Ongst at the plate. Bases on balls, they typically hurt the pitchers. Cloud cover once again. 1 ball, no strikes to Ongst. And the pitch is down low. Rhodes will go from the stretch with runners at second and third. There's a left-hander in the Toccoa bullpen. Two balls, no strikes. And the pitch is ball 3. And the gentleman warming up is Drew Ellsworth, who's also from Noonan High School in Noonan, Georgia. Ongst in the driver's seat, 3 balls, no strikes. Normally he will take one here. And he had no intention of swinging, and that one is in there for a strike. Good take by Ongst. He knows he has a couple more. Outfield straight away, medium depth, infield back. They'll trade the run for the out. Corner infielders now creep in. Ball 4 gets away. Here comes Burke, but the ball hit off that low brick wall, and Merritt was able to retrieve the ball and apply the tag. It'll be ball 4 and a walk to Ryan Ongst. Burke cut down 2 unassisted at the plate, and Reeves advances to third. There's a low concrete wall, a whole lot of room back there, but that ball hit that wall and bounced right back to Merritt, who played it perfectly and had only a few steps to go. Cannot blame the runner at third for trying to score because of all that room wide open behind home plate. Just an unfortunate break for Trinity Baptist and a really good play by Connor Merritt. So 2 outs now. And Gavin Williams at the plate. The throw will go to first. Nearly got away, but McCarron made the catch. Williams with runners at the corners. First time up, hit by a pitch, got to third base, but no further. And this one misses outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Trinity thought they had a third run. That Karam and a good play by the catcher. Seth Reeves leads off third. Ryan Ongst leads off first. Ongst doesn't do a whole lot of running, just 1 attempt, unsuccessful this season. Ongst does have a pretty good lead. The 1-0, big swing and a miss by Williams. That ball had some sinking action to it. Wind has died down, not blowing at the moment. When it has, it's been blowing out towards right over 10 miles per hour. Ball and a strike, 2 outs, 2 runs are in, and a pitch. Ground ball towards short. It is off of Miller. A run will score. Here's another man around second. Ongst will come on into third. The throw is not in time and gets away. Rhino will head towards home. Here comes a throw. It is dropped. Would have had him, but Trinity scores 2 on the play. All right, good luck, Sam. We'll have to figure this one out. It will be an error all the way on the shortstop. No run batted in. Seth Reeves scores. And then the overthrow from center field. The error will be assessed to Charlie Compton. And that allows Ongst to score. Larson Lott at the plate. Williams advances to second on the play. Four runs have scored. And Rhodes delivers. And that one nearly got away, but Merritt able to make the catch. The throw home was in time. Merritt holds on to the ball. They have Ongst trying to score. Now the runner at second. There are 2 outs, and the pitch to Lott is outside. Two balls, no strikes. Opportunity for Lott to extend the lead and keep the inning going. And the pitch. That one is in there at the top of the zone. Drew Ellsworth has stopped throwing. He's standing there wondering if he's going to come in this inning. Counts 2-1 on Larson Lott. Check of the runner at second, and the pitch into dirt, this time blocked by the catcher. Trinity Baptist in this inning has 2 base hits. They've also drawn a couple of walks, 3 in fact. And some misplays on the infield have really helped TBC. 3-1 to Lott. Turn and a throw to second, gets away. Williams will head on into third. That's the 3rd error of the inning, and that will be charged to the pitcher. The throw was at the bag, but didn't get to the coverage in time. Count is 3-1 on Lott. Trying to take advantage of another opportunity to score. And the pitch. There are 2 outs and a swing and a miss at a sinking fastball for strike 2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Gavin Williams at third. 4 runs have scored. Rhodes from the stretch with the runner at third. 3-2. Line drive into left field. That's a base hit. Gavin Williams will score. RBI single for Larson Lott. And the Eagles lead 5-0. The run is unearned, but it's on the board. In fact, as far as unearned runs go, I have to double check and make sure. And we're going to have ourselves a timeout. Looks like a pitching change. Coach Josh Taylor out to the mound. That'll give us a chance to check the numbers, and we'll be right back. The new pitcher for Toccoa Falls, sophomore from Noonan High School in Noonan, Georgia, Drew Ellsworth. His first appearance of the series. On the season, Ellsworth is 1-2. He has an earned run average of 694. Ellsworth will make his 14th appearance. He has started twice. 21 in the third total innings. He's allowed 27 hits, 20 runs, 18 earned. He has walked 19 and struck out 20. He will inherit a runner at first. Graham Gorman, courtesy runner for Larson Lott, who just got his second hit and first RBI of the game. Tyson LaChapelle at the plate. There are 2 outs. And the first pitch from Ellsworth is a really nice curveball, swung on and missed. 5 runs have scored for TBC. And we'll have that updated in just a moment. 1 strike pitch. Ellsworth delivers another breaking ball, and this one hits the batter. And LaChapelle will trot on down to first. He was the 9th man of the inning to bat. That'll send Gorman to second and bring up Nate Naguris, who started this inning with a leadoff walk. Now, Naguris was erased on a fielder's choice. But then the Eagles scored 5 runs afterward. So Naguris, no official at bat. Chance to drive in a run and extend the lead. A line drive into left field, but that's going to be caught. It was right at Alexander, who took just 1 step to his left, and the inning is over. Hard hit ball, but out number 3. Eagles, though, get 5 runs on 3 hits and leave 2. After 2, Trinity Baptist leads 5-0. Darren Goki got himself into and then out of trouble in the second inning. He walked two and gave up a hit, but left the bases loaded without a run scoring. And he will face the top of the order, Braden Alexander, Charlie Compton, and Connor Merritt. Just one hit allowed. He has walked two and struck out one. TBC took advantage of some hits, some walks, and some defensive errors and put 5 runs on the board in the second inning. Braden Alexander started the game with a ground out to short, and he lines this one into left, down the line. That's a base hit, and he will stop at first with a leadoff single. So Toccoa wasting no time trying to mount a rally and cut into this deficit, and a successful start to the third inning for Toccoa. Brings up Charlie Compton, who grounded out to second his first time up, the big, powerful left-handed hitter. Has 6 home runs on the season. And he has driven in 40. Yes, 40. This one is outside. And a balk has been called against Goki. And that will put Alexander at second and take away the possibility for a ground ball double play. This is game number 31 for Toccoa. Compton has 40 runs driven in and 41 runs scored. Chance to drive in number 41, and he takes this one upstairs. So 1 ball, no strikes. And Goki with that runner at second. He has a 5-run lead. Really needs to concentrate on the batter. Curveball got him well out in front. 1 ball, 1 strike. The first pitch to Compton did not count because of the balk. Goki checks the runner. Nagura's holding him close, and that one bounces off the plate, and Toccoa very quickly has a leadoff runner at third base. A single, a balk, and a wild pitch. And Compton, a big opportunity to drive in a run. With a 5-run lead, defense will play back. They'll trade the run for the out. Timeout. Lott walks out towards Goki. Well, Goki's job is to get the batter. If the run scores, so be it. Also, a little later today, the Phillies are in Washington. Pittsburgh is in Miami later this afternoon. San Francisco at Cincinnati. Guardians are in Kansas City. Tampa Bay playing at Steinbrenner Field, hosting the Rockies. Red Sox at Texas at night, as are the Mets and Astros in Houston. Braves out west at San Diego. Cubs in Phoenix. Tigers are in L.A., play the Dodgers, and the Athletics visit Seattle. Toccoa Falls threatening here with their leadoff man now at third. Corner infielders have pulled in, middle infielders back. Goki delivers, and that's strike 2 to Charlie Compton. Goki will wind up, not too worried about that runner at third. He does have a 5-run lead. Here's a 2-2. Ground ball off Goki. The run will score. He will throw to first. They got him. Very close play, and Goki's body was in my line of sight, so I had to wait for the umpire to make the call. It is an RBI for Charlie Compton, his 41st of the year. Alexander scores a single, a balk, and a wild pitch. Got him to third. And there's 1 out, but the bases are now empty, and now Coach Broden wants to make sure that Goki's all right. Goki says the ball hit him on the left side of his left shin. And the umpire will give Goki a chance to test himself, make sure everything's all right. Now, Darren is smiling and laughing, so hopefully that's a good sign. So he'll get a couple of tosses, make sure everything's okay. Well, nothing off the velocity. Well, the leadoff single cashed in. 2 mistakes by the pitcher in the mix. Compton hit that ball very hard off Goki's leg. And Goki takes just 1 warm-up toss and says everything's fine. Connor Merritt at the plate with the bases empty, 1 out. He grounded to third his first time up. We are in the top of the third, 5-1 Trinity Baptist. And the first pitch is a strike on the inside corner. 0-1. Goki winds and delivers. Fastball, big rip, and a foul back. So 0-2. Bottom of the third, the Eagles will have McGann Gattinella, and Jacob Burke due up. 2-strike pitch. Chopper, that is a fair ball right down the line. Merritt will round first. He will head on into second. Williams will get it in. And a 1-out double for Connor Merritt. That ball went right over the right edge of the third base bag for a double. That is hit number 3 for Toccoa Falls, and a courtesy runner for the catcher. At the moment, I can't tell who that man is, but he's at second base with 1 out, and Ryan McCarron at the plate. And McCarron has a chance to drive in his 31st run of the season. There's at second, first pitch, breaking ball, no. The courtesy runner is Hayes Lightsey, wearing number 17 for Toccoa Falls. And this pitch misses outside. That's ball 2. Lightsey, a junior from Moultrie, Georgia, Colquitt County High School. 2 balls, no strikes. Goki delivers, and a chopper foul to the right side. 1 run is in. 1 out with the runner at second. Connor Merritt, the double down the line. These teams put runs on the board. Toccoa averages better than 7 runs per game. Trinity Baptist just shy of 7 per game. Swing and a miss. And Trinity's at 5 right now. That's strike 2, and the count is evened up. Makes last night's 1-0 score look even better from that pitcher's duel. If you can believe it, anything could look better than that. 2-2. Misses low and inside. Count is now full. Both pitchers were tremendous. All relievers were tremendous. The defense on both teams was tremendous. Just an exciting ball game here at Trinity Ball Yard. Payoff pitch, instead to throw to second, will not be made. The runner's back. Lightsey didn't fall for it. Goki wisely held on to the ball. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Ryan McCarron. And here it comes, and he fouls it off. And a good job, because he started his swing and then reached for the ball in the outer half just to make contact. And he will get at least 1 more. Another payoff pitch with the wind once again blowing out towards right. Here's a 3-2. Line drive, base hit into center. Around third comes Lightsey. He will score. It is 5-2. RBI single for Ryan McCarron. Hit number 4 for Toccoa Falls. And it brings up Nick Eckert, who walked his first time up. Well, Trinity got 5 in the bottom of the second. Toccoa has answered back with 2 and still batting with 1 out and a runner at first in the top of the third. See if Eckert squares around. He did that quite a bit last night. He does this time and takes a strike on the inner half. Looked like he didn't care for the call, but 0-1. It is 5-2. And a pitch from Goki. It is pulled foul to the TBC dugout. 2 strikes on Nick Eckert. Ryan McCarron at first, just drove in a run with a base hit. RBI number 31 on the season for McCarron. He delivers. There's a line drive down the line, but hooking foul. McCarron would have gotten to at least third. Williams gave chase, and that ball just kept on hooking. Jack Musgrave did that last night, cleared the fence, but unfortunately for him and the TBC Eagles, ended up foul. There's a line drive, base hit down the line, out of the reach of Logan McGann. McCarron will stop at second, and a potential tying run is now coming to the plate. Ball not hit hard at all, but over the head of Logan McGann, who climbed a ladder, but the ladder just wasn't high enough. And timeout. That may be it for Goki as Coach Copeland is walking out to the mound. So we'll pause right here, and we'll be back on TBC Eagles. The new pitcher for Trinity Baptist, left-hander Blake Bandy. Freshman from Brooksville, Florida's Hernando Christian School. He takes over for for Darren Goki, inheriting 2 men aboard with 1 out. 2 runs have scored. It is 5-2 in favor of Trinity Baptist. Blake Bandy on the season will make his 8th appearance. He has started 5 times. He is 2-3 overall. ERA of a very respectable 4.35 in 20 2/3 innings pitched. 25 hits, 10 earned runs on 12 hits and 10 strikeouts. Darren Goki goes 2 1/3. He's allowed 2 earned runs, responsible for both men on base. 5 hits. He walked 2 and struck out 1. The first man that Bandy will face is Peyton Powell. Struck out against Goki his first time up, and now gets a look at Blake Bandy. Ryan McCarron is at second. He singled in a run. Nick Eckert has first. He just singled down the line. 1 out, and Bandy's first pitch, fastball, is low and away. This is a high-scoring offense that Blake Bandy has inherited. TBC scores some runs as well. Both teams, if you round them off, are averaging 7 runs per game. Bandy checks the runner, now delivers a high pop-up, foul territory. McGann over near the fence, but it's out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bandy has had some real good success this season. He has won 2, he has lost 3. First year of college baseball for the freshman. Has a ball and a strike. LaChapelle playing in front of the runner at first, and the pitch, curveball, a little bit high. That's ball 2. Wind has shifted and is blowing in now, and blowing out most of the first 2+ innings. 5-2, TBC leads, but Potential tying run is at the plate for Toccoa. Check of that runner at second, and a pitch. That's ball 3. And Powell well ahead in the count. He has driven in 19 this season. He's up 3-1. Naguris trying to keep McCarron close at second base, also playing for the double play. Here's a 3-1. Ball 4 loads him up. Bandy issues a free pass to the first man he faces. Ryan McCarron now at third, Eckert at second, and Powell at first with Will Miller, the shortstop, at the plate. He lined out hard to Williams in left. That was in the second inning. 7th man to bat this inning. 2 runs have scored. Corner infielders in. Middle infielders back to turn 2. First pitch. It's in the dirt, and McCarron will score. And now the tying runs are both in scoring position. Wild pitch charged to Bandy. Eckert now at third and Powell at second, and the double play no longer in order. So now both Reeves and Naguris will come in to try to cut down the run at the plate. 1 ball, no strikes. Toccoa, a team that will never give up no matter what the score. Trying to draw the balk, and Bandy misses down low. Eckert kind of foxtrotting down the line, trying to see if he can induce a balk. He and McGann, the third baseman, have a nice little chuckle about it. Counts 2-0. And Bandy's pitch is in the dirt. This time Lott able to get his body in front of it and keep that runner at third. Nobody throwing in the Toccoa Falls bullpen, so in all likelihood we'll see Drew Ellsworth again. Wind has calmed down. It's been on and off throughout the game so far. 3-0, ball 4. 2 walks and a wild pitch. Brings up Aiden Dumas. 1 for 1 so far today. A base hit could tie it up. Nick Eckert at third. Peyton Powell at second. Will Miller at first. Again, middle infielders looking to turn 2. The first pitch, a strike. Andy gets ahead of the hitter. And the wind starts blowing in again. 1 strike, and Bandy delivers. Bunt shown. It's dropped down. The only play will be to first. Bandy will get the out. They're going to say out. Looks like Coach Clotry is pleading that the fielder was off the base. And now they're going to have a little conversation. It is an RBI for Dumas regardless of the outcome. Eckert scores, making it 5-4. The question is, was LaChapelle on the bag? Powell is at third, and Miller will advance to second. After a talk with Coach Taylor, now the 2 umpires will discuss the play. Now Dumas is still standing at first. And the 2 umpires still having a conversation. They started to separate, then came back together, and the out will stand. However, it is a sacrifice squeeze bunt for Dumas. 1-3 on the putout. There are now 2 outs, and the tying run is at third base in Peyton Powell. The go-ahead run at second in Will Miller. And Davis Jennings is the 9th man to bat this inning. Nothing out of 1, a ground out to short. There are 2 outs, and the pitch is upstairs. So, of course, the infield now just looking to get that out at first. McGann and LaChapelle both even with the bags. And Bandy delivers and misses upstairs. First base is open, but the top of the order is up next. 2 balls, no strikes. And here's Bandy. Swing and a foul straight back. Book is now closed on Darren Goki. He'll be charged with all 4 runs. 2 balls and a strike. And Bandy from the stretch delivers. High pop foul out of play. Jennings has a chance to not only tie the score, but put his team out in front. A base hit could do just that. Good speed at second base and Aiden Dumas. Jennings has driven in 2 this season. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And a pitch. There's a one-hopper towards Reeves. Backhand, throw to first, side retired. However, Toccoa Falls gets 4 runs on 4 hits, 2 walks, and 2 men left. We go to the bottom of the third with Trinity Baptist leading 5-4. Both teams are coming off big innings. Trinity Baptist 5 in the bottom of the second. Toccoa Falls 4 in the top of the third. Both starting pitchers are out. Goki for TBC. Kason Rhodes for Toccoa. Logan McGann, Dominic Gattinella, Jacob Burke will lead things off. TBC batted 10 men in the second. Logan McGann reached on a fielder's choice in that inning, stole second base, and scored the first run. Now facing Drew Ellsworth for the first time, and the curveball is fouled off. McGann doesn't get cheated. He likes to swing the bat. That was a big rip. No balls and a strike. Ellsworth, curveball. And that one is low and inside. He's thrown more curveballs than fastballs so far, but he's faced really only 2 batters, now his third. And this pitch misses, 2 balls and a strike. And Ellsworth delivers. Another off-speed pitch. And McGann fouls it off. That ball is coming in and dropping before reaching the batter. Eagles might want to move up a little in the box. 2 balls, 2 strikes. There's a drive into right field, a base hit. And McGann starts the inning off in a good way for TBC. The first hit that Ellsworth has allowed. And it brings up Dominic Gattinella, who walked and scored in the second inning. Gattinella also made a throw from right field that kept a run from scoring in the top of the second inning. Toccoa then was able to get out of it and leave the bases loaded. Gattinella not showing any sign of a bunt, and he takes the first pitch outside. 1 ball, no strikes. McGann off first, already has a stolen base, and there he goes. Pitch is high and away. The throw is not in time, and McGann has his second steal of the game and his 8th of the season. So the leadoff single, and now that man is in scoring position, and a little housekeeping duty. Try to keep that bag firmly planted in the ground. If you're in the Jacksonville area looking for a good church service tomorrow, and especially as we get closer to Easter Sunday, 3 locations for Trinity Baptist Church, the home team here at TBC. The main campus, right where we're playing here, 800 Hammond Boulevard. The Oakleaf campus down on Argyle Forest Boulevard, and the Mandarin campus on Orange Picker Road. And the base is now secured. Ellsworth keeping his arm loose. And the catcher Larson Lott out there to help out. And now Gattinella looking to drive in the run and get the lead back up to 2. It was 5-0. It's now 5-4. Leadoff single and a stolen base for Logan McGann. Long look in by Ellsworth. Now a check of the runner. Miller holding him close. And the first pitch, curveball, low and inside. Florida Gators will play in the Elite 8 a little later on in the evening. 3 balls, no strikes to Gattinella. And taking that one all the way, and it's ball 4. So Gattinella draws the walk. TBC has the first 2 men aboard. Jacob Burke drove in a run with a base hit his last time up. That was in the 2nd inning. Good opportunity for TBC to get on the board in the 3rd. Try to extend a 1-run lead. Burke and Gattinella, the base runners, are actually Burke the hitter. McGann is the runner at 2nd who just got back in ahead of the throw. No count yet on Burke. And Ellsworth delivers. And a curveball for a strike. Jacob Burke got his 6th RBI of the season with that base hit in the 2nd. 2 men on, nobody out. And a long look again from Ellsworth. And now the pitch. Burke shows bunt, gets it down. They'll have only 1 play to throw to first in time. Very close. Burke hustling and Dumas covering. It is a sacrifice bunt for the out. McGann advances to 3rd, Gattinella to 2nd, and Burke getting high fives from all the Eagles in the dugout. And very nearly beat it out. Less than half a step. Seth Reeves, a leadoff hitter at the plate. He is 1 for 1 plus a hit batsman. Corner infielders in tight, and the pitch. Looper, base hit. That is a fair ball. No, they're calling it foul. I was watching Coach Broden in the base runners instead of the ball. My mistake. That ball just did turn foul. And that turn takes a couple of runs away from TBC. That one's on me on the call. I'd have gotten a little ahead of myself on that one. So 1 strike to Seth Reeves. Middle infielders will trade the run for the out. They're playing deep. And a pitch. And Reeves tried to go to left field again and fouled it off. A single, stolen base, a walk, and a sac bunt. Now Reeves trying to drive in at least 1, maybe 2. But he's down 0-2. This is a big pitch from Ellsworth. 2 strikes. And Reeves fought it off right at the top of the zone and stays alive. So 0-2. Reeves takes about a half step in toward the pitcher as Ellsworth has thrown mostly off speed. And a 2-strike pitch. There's a ground ball to McCarron. He'll look the runner back. Reeves hit the ball hard, a little too hard. And a very easy put out at first base. And he hit it right at McCarron. So 2 down for Ryan Ongst. Well, Reeves hit the ball really sharply, but McCarron playing in and didn't have to move to make the catch. Now, with 2 outs, everybody gets to back up. Good contact hitter at the plate, and the ball's in the dirt, and Connor Merritt blocks it. The inning started very positively for Trinity Baptist, but now 2 outs with 2 men in scoring position. 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch. Another block of a pitch in the dirt. That's ball 2. And Drew Ellsworth trying to keep those runners stranded, get the momentum back for his offense in the 4th. And the pitch is outside. Gavin Williams is the next batter. 3 balls, no strikes. Ongst again I'm looking for him to take this one. He's a very patient hitter. And that is ball 4. Second walk of the inning. The bases are loaded. There are 2 out, and Gavin Williams is at the plate. Williams has been hit by a pitch. He has also reached on an error and scored a run. And this time the wind is not blowing in at the moment, not blowing at all. But it's been on and off all day. And the first pitch to Williams. Line drive right at Dumas. 2 balls hit hard by Reeves and Williams directly at Toccoa fielders. So some tough luck for TBC. That would have scored 2 for sure. However, the bases are loaded and do not score. After 3, 5-4 TBC. Well, Trinity Baptist hit the ball hard a few times in the inning, a couple of walks as well, but 2 of those balls directly at Toccoa fielders, Ryan McCarron, and then second baseman Aiden Dumas to strand the runners. And now Blake Bandy will come out. He'll get his first start to an inning. 2/3 so far, a couple of walks. And a couple of runs scored with him on the mound, but none charged to him so far. And he's trying to keep it that way. He will face top of the order, Braden Alexander, Charlie Compton, and Connor Merritt. First of 2 here this afternoon. And now Bandy facing Braden Alexander, who is 1 for 2 with a run scored. He started that 4-run rally in the 3rd with a base hit. And Bandy's first pitch is a curveball for a strike. Alexander trying to start another rally. Came in hitting .255. He's 1 for 2, and he's even in the count at a ball and a strike. TBC got 5 in the second. Toccoa got 4 in the third. Trinity Baptist threatened for more, especially in the third inning. Hit the ball well, but could not find a hole. Counts 1-1 to Alexander. And a slow roller up the first base line. Bandy will pick it up and drop the ball on the tag attempt. And a runner will be safe. That's going to be an error on the pitcher. So the potential tying run is at first. It is a tough play. But the tag applied, and then the ball came out. So Alexander aboard. Charlie Compton at the plate. Drove in a run with a hot shot back to the pitcher's first or last time up. He's 1-0 out of 2. Compton showing bunt and taking a strike. That tying run is at first. Coach Taylor, no problems having the middle of the batting order drop down the bunts, and they've been successful. This time Compton showing no signs of bunting, and he takes ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. And he takes a look. Modest lead off first by Alexander, and the pitch to Compton is in the dirt, blocked by Larson Lott. Alexander has tried twice to steal, and he has not been successful. Compton got his 41st RBI of the season his last time up. Bandy will throw to first, just a soft toss. Runner back in plenty of time. Counts 2 balls and a strike, and Bandy wants a new baseball. After Compton, Connor Merritt, Ryan McCarron, and Nick Eckert are the next 3. Runner at first, representing the tying run. And a pitch, fastball, popped up and out of play. We're 5-3 for Toccoa Falls. 5-1 for the Eagles of Trinity Baptist. There's some men moving around in the Toccoa bullpen. Nobody's throwing at the moment. And he checks that runner at first. The 2-2 to Compton is in the dirt for ball 3. So 3 balls and 2 strikes. And Bandy takes his time. Alexander has not really hinted at anything as far as stealing. Modest lead, and actually leaning back toward first. There's a chopper towards Reeves. He'll go to second for 1. The relay throw is not in time. Fielder's choice for Charlie Compton, and 4-6 on the putout at second. Compton hustling, give him credit. Avoiding the double play to bring up Connor Merritt with a runner at first and 1 out. Merritt doubled in the third, and his courtesy runner, Lightsey, ended up scoring a run. So Compton aboard. There is 1 out now, and the soft toss over to first. Merritt trying to at least advance the runner. Compton, as we saw last night, has good speed. Had a pretty good lead, and the bunt down the third baseline is foul. Compton is 5 for 7 in stolen base attempts. No balls and a strike. As a team, Toccoa Falls has put down 17 sacrifice bunts. They do what they need to do to advance runners. 1 strike pitch. Compton not going, and the pitch is upstairs. Merritt has 2 sacrifice bunts this season. A ball and a strike. Compton a pretty good lead, not excessive, but he's going, and the pitch is grounded back to the box. Bandy will get the out at first. Compton will stop at second. So it was just a simple 1-3 with an advance on the play. 2 down. And it brings up Ryan McCarron, who drove in a run with a base hit in the third. So 1 for 1 plus a walk. He also scored one of the Toccoa runs. First base is open. Compton at second. There are now 2 out. And Bandy with his first pitch to McCarron. A changeup had him out in front. No balls and a strike. Wind very gently, now blowing back out down the right field line. And Bandy with the 1 strike pitch, a breaking ball high, evens the count at 1-1. Bandy will check on Compton, but knows he just needs to get the batter. There are 2 outs and the pitch. Curveball, strike 2 called. And McCarron gives the umpire a look. Appear not to like the call, but it's 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes, 2 outs. Compton, the tying run at second base. Bandy will step off the mound. Reeves hustling over to cover. Count is 1-2. McCarron with 31 ribbies on the season. Here comes the 1-2 from Blake Bandy. Fastball low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Karen back in the batter's box. Yankees have gotten 4 runs and are still batting in the first inning, leading Milwaukee 4-0. Here comes a 2-2. It is in the dirt and blocked by Lott. Count is run full. Now first base is open with Nick Eckert on deck. Three balls, 2 strikes. Bandy takes a long look in. McCarron had stepped out of the box. Now he's ready to take his hack. Payoff pitch. Here it comes. High fly ball. Shallow right field. Gattinella, no, it'll be Reeves. Gattinella was calling off Reeves, but Reeves was camped under it and made the catch to end the inning. No runs, no hits, 1 man left. Bottom of the 4th coming up. TBC leads 5-4. Five-4 Trinity Baptist. They'll have 4, 5, and 6 due up in the bottom of the 4th. Larson Lott, Tyson LaChapelle, and Nate Naguris The Yankees lead 4-0 against Milwaukee at Yankee Stadium. The first three batters for New York all homered. Paul Goldschmidt, Cody Bellinger, and Aaron Judge. And then with 2 outs, Wells also homered. So 4 home runs in the inning for the New York Yankees. What a start. Larson Lott is at the plate. He is 2 for 2 with an RBI. His courtesy runner, Graham Gorman, has also stolen a base. And Lott's first pitch, he takes it for ball 1. Drew Ellsworth, 1 1/3 innings so far. And a pitch, swing, and a miss. Counts even up at 1-1. Ellsworth has allowed 1 hit. He has walked 2 and had Lott way out in front. One ball, 2 strikes. Now Lott will extend his stance. Try to get some balance. And the pitch from Ellsworth is upstairs. Evens a count at 2-2. Lott, LaChapelle, and Naguris are the hitters. 5-run second, and then a 4-run top of the third for Toccoa. Ball 2 is up and away. And now bright sunshine on the field as the darker clouds are starting to move away. Check swing, and they're saying he went around, and Lott wants to check on that and make sure. That is strike 3. First strikeout for Drew Ellsworth. There are some more darker clouds also heading toward the field. Again, only about a 20% chance of rain in the forecast. Tyson LaChapelle hit by a pitch his last time up, 0 for 1 officially. And the first pitch, breaking ball, misses inside. One ball, no strikes. Ellsworth working fairly quickly. And he gets a curveball for the strike. And it counts 1-1. Ellsworth came in after 5 runs have scored, hit his first batter, but then got a line drive for the 3rd out of the inning. He strikes out Lott to start the 4th, and is now 2 balls and a strike to Tyson LaChapelle. Here's a 2-1 offering, a fastball. He hasn't thrown many of those. After a whole diet of off-speed pitches, that fastball looks even harder, and it's 2-2. Here's a 2-2. Got him swinging. Couple of fastballs. His second strikeout. And it brings up Nate Naguris, who has walked and lined to left. Naguris trying to start a 2-out rally. In the 5th for Toccoa, Eckert, Powell, and Miller. And that one way up and away. And it hit that low concrete wall and bounced right back to the catcher. And Toccoa got an out at the plate on a wild pitch, would have been a wild pitch earlier in the game. And a curveball for a strike, and it's 1-1. Ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, bases empty. There's a chopper towards third. Fielded cleanly by Eckert. The throw is toward the runner. McCarron held the bag. And a 1-2-3, bottom of the 4th for Drew Ellsworth. We go to the 5th with TBC leading 5-4. Blake Bandy has pitched an inning and 2/3. He has walked 2, but everything else is zeros. And he will face Nick Eckert, Peyton Powell, and Will Miller. It's 5-4 TBC, looking to even up the series at 1-1. Milwaukee has come back with a run in the top of the second. Yankees lead 4-1, the only game underway right now. Nick Eckert walked in the second, singled and scored in the third. He'll be the first man that Bandy faces here in the fifth. There's a throw down to second, and the inning is getting ready to begin. Darren Goki was a starter for TBC. Kason Rhodes, the starter for Toccoa. Now, Rhodes is the pitcher of record. Goki did not go 4, so he cannot win it. He cannot lose it either. So Bandy in line for the win should he hold Toccoa. Here's the first pitch to Nick Eckert, the third baseman. And a strike called on the inner half. No balls and a strike. Cloud cover once again overhead. And that one is in the dirt. And some soft tossing now going on in the Toccoa Falls bullpen. Ellsworth has done a nice job in his inning and a third so far. 1-1. Eckert at the plate. And the pitch, curveball for strike 2. So Bandy ahead of the hitter, 1 ball, 2 strikes. And he takes his time, deep breath, now the 1-2. Fastball, cue shot off the end of the bat. LaChapelle fields it, he'll flip to Bandy just in time. LaChapelle had thoughts of taking that himself, recognized he needed to make the flip. So 1 away. All-important leadoff out for Blake Bandy. Umpire coming out to exchange balls. And Powell at the plate. He has a strikeout and a walk to his credit. And the bullpen man starting to throw a little more seriously. Still trying to see who that is. They don't have numbers on the front of the jerseys. Makes it a little more difficult. Bandy from the stretch and the pitch. Curveball misses outside. One ball, no strikes. And again, Bandy takes his time, now delivers. High pop foul. Lott will give it a look, but it's into the bleachers. Toccoa, as they usually do, bringing a pretty good crowd with them here to Jacksonville. Whether it be volleyball, basketball, soccer, or baseball, Toccoa always has a very good fan following. A ball and a strike. Powell trying to start a rally. Here's a pitch from Bandy, low for ball 2. So 2 balls and a strike. And he takes another long look in. Now ready. Swing and a miss. Batter helped the pitcher on that one. That one was nowhere near the knees. It was way in the dirt. So the count's 2-2. Infield playing back. Nobody on base. 1 out. And Bandy ready for the 2-2. Curveball popped up, and Larson Lott back to the screen, and it's out of play. Whole lot of room back there. Sometimes the catchers, they think they might have a shot at it. Count remains 2-2. It's starting to get a little bit darker here at Trinity Ball Yard. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And Bandy from the stretch. Curveball misses up and in. Checking the forecast again. Says about a 10% chance of rain, but the skies have darkened up in the last couple of moments. Nothing has fallen from the sky, however. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Bandy delivers. Fastball. Looper into shallow center field. Naguris, did he? No, he did not. The ball came out of his glove. Tried to make a diving catch. The ball was in the glove, a base hit, as the ball came out upon impact with the ground. Great effort by Naguris. That will be a single, and Will Miller is at the plate. He has lined out and walked. That's the first hit off Blake Bandy. Runner at first, Peyton Powell. And Bandy takes a look at the runner. Kind of a medium length lead in the first pitch for us. Well, I thought I saw him say strike. It was a strike. No balls and a strike. And a toss over to first base. Powell, 6 steals in 8 attempts. He does represent the potential tying run. And a high fastball evens a count at 1-1. In the bullpen, it is Noah Leand, a junior from Anderson, South Carolina. Runner at first, 1 man out. 1 ball, 1 strike to Miller. And in the dirt, blocked by Lott. Counts 2-1. Bandy with 48 pitches. Powell with the medium length lead, not going. Ball 3 is upstairs. And Lott will have a conversation with his left-hander on the mound. It is now 4-3 Yankees as they come to bat in the bottom of the second. Maybe they'll hit 4 more home runs. 3 home runs to start the game and then 1 with 2 outs. Aaron Judge was one of those Yankees. Goldschmidt and Bellinger also homered. Those were the 3 in a row. Right here, it's 3 balls and a strike. Will Miller at the plate. Powell, little bloop single. He's at first. Here comes a 3-1. Fastball, swing, and a miss. Good pitch by Bandy. Now with 3-2 and 1 out, we'll see if Powell takes off. Chappelle holding him on. There he goes. Swing and a miss. Throw down to second is high, and that allows Powell to get in. The throw had beaten him, but Powell got in under the tag. The ball was up around Naguris' ears. Stolen base for Powell. Bandy, though, does get the strikeout. There are 2 down with that tying run now in scoring position. And a few drops are now starting to fall. Aiden Dumas, 1 for 1 with an RBI bunt his last time up. Got credit for a sacrifice and very nearly got a base hit out of it. That one is fouled off. In fact, that play was so close that the umpires had to have a conversation to make sure of the call. Now he can start seeing the drops. Well, 10%, but, that is a chance of rain, and that's what happened. 0-1. Runners going. The strike, the throw to third. They got him. Third base umpire making sure that Logan McGann held on to the ball before he made the call. And the caught stealing 2-5 retires the side. Dumas will lead off in the 6th. Bottom of the 5th coming up. Trinity Baptist leads 5-4. Bottom of the 5th, Trinity Baptist leads by 1. Very close play at third. The umpire had to make sure that McGann held on to the throw, and that would have been the potential tying run just 90 feet away. And McGann will lead off, followed by Gattinella and Burke, and if anybody gets on, top of the order. Still a very pleasant temperature at 77 degrees, but now the rain has really started to fall. We've had to close the window. Here's Logan McGann, who has scored a run. He is 1 for 2 with 2 stolen bases. And the first pitch, fastball low. Ellsworth, an inning and a third, just 1 hit allowed. He has walked 2 and struck out 2. 1 ball, no strikes. And that one is outside. And you can see on the screen that the rain has really started to pick up. Here's a 2-0. And it's hard to see the ball as it's lofted into right center, and it's going to hit the ground and roll up to the fence. McGann around second. They're going to wave him on to third. There will be no play. A leadoff triple for Logan McGann. His second triple of the season, and a big insurance run 90 feet away. Hit number 2 off Drew Ellsworth. Dominic Gattinella has walked twice and scored once. It's a little hard to see the ball right now. That ball got over the head of Powell and just kept on rolling to the 355 sign. McGann runs very well. Now a timeout. Coach Taylor wants to chat with the umpire. Wonder if he's going to make a change. No lineup card pulled out. Conversation didn't last long. And now the umpire is heading over to the TBC dugout. And we'll pause here, and we'll be right back. Now, neither conversation lasted long. In fact, I'm told it might be just checking to see if we can put the lights on. Dominic Gattinella has a runner at third with nobody out. Leadoff triple by Logan McGann. 5-4 TBC. Big insurance run. Gattinella squares. The ball's in the dirt. The throw down to third. They got him. McGann did not get down in time, and he is picked off. That erases the leadoff triple. The throw from Connor Merritt. A pitch was in the dirt. And now the bases are empty with 1 out. And the pitch to Gattinella is low for ball 2. So what looked very promising has now been erased. 2 balls, no strikes to Gattinella. There's a drive well hit towards right, on its way back, and it is up against the fence. Gattinella will come on into second. He'll have himself a double, and now that pickoff looming very large. No run scores because of it. A triple and a double, but nothing to show for it just yet. 2 consecutive extra base hits for TBC, and now Jacob Burke is at the plate. RBI single in the second, and a sacrifice bunt in the third. Message from Coach Gomes thanking TBC athletes for a wonderful job representing Trinity Baptist College at the NCCAA, and most importantly to the Lord for all who attended and served down at the fundraising effort. So great job, TBC. First pitch to Jacob Burke is in the dirt. One ball, no strikes. Ellsworth checks that runner at second. And a pitch. This one's hit foul down the right field line into the bullpen. Tell you, with the rain, it's hard to see that ball coming off the bat. Right now, I'm glad I'm not out there with a glove on trying to find it. 1 ball, 1 strike. Burke trying to drive in the run from second, and he takes this one outside for ball 2. That pickoff at third base, that could come in huge in this ball game. There's 1 out with the runner at second. And the pitch. In the dirt and blocked by Merritt. Three balls and a strike. Eagles in the dugout trying to rally Jacob Burke. Ellsworth taking his time with that runner at second. The lights are now on. Should start taking effect momentarily. Here comes a 3-1. Swing and a miss. And the count is full. Payoff pitch on the way. Seth Reeves waiting on deck. In the sixth, 8, 9, and 1 due up for Toccoa. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Ball 4, and there are 2 men aboard with 1 out. Walk number 3 issued by Drew Ellsworth. Seth Reeves steps up. He is 1 for 2, plus a hit batsman and a run scored. Big opportunity for Trinity Baptist. 2 on, 1 out. And the first pitch to Reeves. That one is inside. Bill Miller, the shortstop, playing up the middle, trying to keep Gattinella close to the bag. McCarron in front of the runner at first. 1 ball, no strikes to Reeves. And this one is low and outside. 2 balls, no strikes. There is a base open. It's third base. Ellsworth again takes his time with runners on base. Reeves usually makes pretty good contact. Ahead in the count. Here it comes. Low and outside. That's ball 3. And in the bullpen, Noah Lind. He is still throwing, and he's been throwing for quite some time. The 3-0. Reeves takes that one for strike 1. It's another left-handed batter on deck, Ryan Ongst. And then the righties come up. Here's a 3-1. Strike 2 called. Reeves didn't like it, but the count is now full. 1 out. Let's see if TBC puts runners in motion. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Gattinella at second, Burke at first. And they're not going. They don't have to because that's ball 4. Bases are loaded, 1 out. Gattinella advances to third, Burke to second, Reeves at first. Ryan Onk's a scheduled hitter, a left-hander. But Coach Taylor is going to make the change. Noah Lean will come in. We'll tell you a little more about him in just a moment on TBC Eagles. The new pitcher for Toccoa Falls, junior from Anderson, South Carolina, Noah Lind. No wins, 1 loss. He'll make his 15th appearance. He has started twice. 21 2/3 innings pitched. He's allowed 31 hits, 28 earned runs. He has walked 16 and struck out 11. He will inherit the bases loaded, and the first man he will face will be Ryan Ongst. Anthony Volpe has hit a 3-run homer to put the Yankees ahead of Milwaukee 7-2. Make that 7-3. So 5 home runs already for the Yankees. Abby, can you tell I'm a Yankee fan? Also a Cub fan. Of course, you knew that. You see all my Cubs stuff in my bag. It's all over the place. Well, right now I'm a major TBC Eagles fan as well, as Ryan Onks will step into the batter's box. There's an Eagle at every base. There is 1 out. The pickoff of a runner at third, looking big at the moment. That is the out. A leadoff triple, the pickoff, a double, a walk, and a walk. And now Ryan Ongst, the first batter that Noah Lind will face. Gavin Williams on deck. Corner infielders in, middle back, and a first pitch fastball nearly got away. Remember that low concrete wall back there. If the ball hits that wall, we've already seen it happen today. It can come right back to the catcher. And Merritt has already tagged out a runner at the plate on just that situation. 1 ball, no strikes. It is not automatic, even though there's a lot of room back there. Rain starting to ease up. Lind with the pitch. And a fastball for a strike. Get to open the window back up again, make it a little easier to see the ball leave the bat. Another man starting to throw for Toccoa Falls. Big insurance runs on the base pass. Ryan Onks trying to drive them in. 1 ball, 1 strike. Low and inside for ball 2. Counts 2-1. Ongst ahead. Gattinella at third. Burke at second. Reeves at first. Rain has completely stopped. The lights are on. Here's a 2-1 to Ongst. Big swing and a foul back. Might have chased one up and out of the zone. It's 2-2. Wind has completely stopped as well. This could be a big pitch for Noah Lind. If he can get strike 3, has a chance to get out of the inning. Big pitch for Onks, trying to drive in a pair. The 2-2. Stays alive. Off-speed pitch. Onks started to flinch, had to hold up, and was able to make some contact. Count is 2-2. Onks, a clutch hitter for TBC in his 5th year. There's a drive into right, should score 1. That ball's going to be caught. Gattinella will tag. He will score. The throw will come to third. Burke is in safely. Eagles lead 6-4. That is a sacrifice fly for Ryan Onks. Reeves held up at first. Burke advanced. And it is now 6-4. There are 2 outs with runners at the corners for Gavin Williams. Jacob Burke now at third. Really nice running catch by Powell. Let's give him a lot of credit. That was not an easy play. And Williams, a big swing and a foul tip off the catcher. So Powell is able to cut the ball off, keep extra runs from scoring, and get that second out. Gavin Williams back in the box with a count of 0-1. Williams came in with 21 RBIs, looking to tack on here. Reeves not going. Breaking ball, good pitch for strike 2. Ellsworth an inning and a third. That run is charged to him. And now Lind, a chance to end the inning right here. No balls, 2 strikes. Runner goes. Swing and a miss. That's strike 3, and that retires a side. The Eagles get 2 extra base hits, a couple of walks, and a sacrifice fly. A pickoff helped Toccoa get out of the inning, and after 5, it is 6-4 TBC. Trinity Baptist will call on closer Drew Billings for a potential 2-inning save. He has 7 saves already this season. 2 wins, 1 loss. He'll make his 12th appearance all in relief. In 14 1/3 innings, Billings has allowed 11 hits, 8 runs, 7 of those earned. He has walked 11 and struck out 12. He has a 2-run lead to work with. He will face 8, 9, and 1 in the top of the 6th. Aiden Dumas, Davis Jennings, and Braden Alexander are the hitters for Toccoa Falls. Trinity Baptist got 5 in the 2nd and 1 in the 5th. Toccoa got 4 in the 3rd. Billings from Cartersville, Georgia, his 2nd season here at TBC. Aiden Dumas gets ready to take his hacks. Billings, a transfer from Shorter University, an NCAA Division II program last year. Very impressive a year ago, and much more so here this season with 7 saves. Dumas brought home a run with a bunt in the third. He is 1 for 1 officially. And the first pitch, strike one call. Dumas was at the plate when Larson Lott caught Peyton Powell trying to steal third. That ended the inning. 1 strike, and Billings delivers from down under and gets strike 2 at the top of the zone. No wind, no rain at the moment. Lights are on. 2-strike pitch from Drew Billings. Change up, misses low and outside. Billings will usually sidewind, but on occasion will come from over the top to try to fool the hitter. Top of the 6th, bases empty, first batter of the inning. Got him swinging, a foul tip, held on, and there's one away. So Billings strikes out the first man he faces. In the bottom half, Lott, LaChapelle, and Naguras will lead off for TBC. 1 out for Davis Jennings, who was 0 for 2, a couple of ground balls. Both of those hit pretty sharply. 1 to short, 1 to second. And he fouls off the first pitch. Billings does give the hitters a few different looks. He'll do that. He'll come from over the top on occasion. He'll also once in a while do a 3/4. 1 strike and the pitch. Change up, misses outside. Counts even up at 1-1. Drew did some first base coaching last night. Not the first time he's done that. There's a 1-1. Another change up, but this one got the zone for strike 2. A ball and 2 strikes. And he looks in, shakes off 2 signs, gets one he likes. And here comes the 1-2. Another change up, fouled off. Billings isn't overpowering, but after a few off-speed pitches, that fastball looks a little tougher. Let's see if he tries a sneak one past Davis Jennings here. He has a lot of motion on whatever pitch he throws. His ball moves a lot. 1-2. Fastball, and Jennings just got a piece of it. Count remains a ball and 2 strikes. No further changes for Trinity Baptist. Billings takes another long look, shakes off 2, gets one he wants. And another 1-2 pitch over the top, and he misses up and away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, base is empty. Right now, the tying run is standing in the on-deck circle in Braden Alexander. And Billings wants to keep it that way. Keep it in the on-deck circle. Here's a 2-2. From below, and he misses low and outside. That fills up the count. Well, Toccoa fought back for 4 runs in the third. TBC added an insurance run a half inning ago, and ball 4 is just a bit outside. Both Lott and Billings were looking for the call, but did not get it. And now Jennings is aboard, and Alexander is at the plate. He is 1 for 3 with a run scored. Runner at first, 1 out. Billings from the stretch. The pitch is behind the hitter. Alexander had to lean backwards, force his hips and knees forward to avoid getting hit. Charlie Compton is on deck. Ball, no strikes. Billings delivers another one behind the hitter. And time called. Coach Broden wants to have a chat with his closer. They can look at the monitor here, and yeah, that's 2 in a row that have gone behind the batter. Back in just a moment. Two balls, no strikes. Braden Alexander representing the potential tying run. Charlie Compton on deck. We know what he can do. Billings got a strikeout to start the inning and then a walk. And a pitch. That one is in the zone. 2 balls and a strike. Nobody throwing for Toccoa Falls at the moment. Billings gets the top of the zone. A little late call. And that time it was Alexander who didn't like it. 2-2. Jennings has not shown any sign of running. Not going this time. Strike 3 called on the inside corner. Billings gets his second with a walk in between. And now Charlie Compton at the plate. Closer against run producer right here. Compton represents a tying run. No win to help him or hinder him. 2 outs. Davis Jennings at first. First pitch, swing, and a foul straight back. Jennings so far hasn't shown any signs of going. He is 4 for 5 on the season. Here's a 1-strike pitch to Compton. And that one hits him and will put him aboard. And it brings up Connor Merritt, who has a double and a run scored in 3 trips to the plate. Jennings at second. Compton, the tying run, now at first. There are 2 outs. And Billings trying to stop it here and keep the middle third of the batting order from getting up here in the 6th. Infield back with 2 outs except for LaChapelle. He's playing in front of the runner at first. And the first pitch is outside. One ball, no strikes. 2 strikeouts, a walk, and a hit batsman. Nothing put into play as of yet. 1 ball, no strikes to Connor Merritt. And that one is in there for the strike. Count is even up at 1-1. Reeves trying to keep the runner close at second. Now he bounces back into position. Billings delivers, and this one is fouled off. Billings ahead 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Middle of the batting order due up for TBC in the bottom of the 6th. But first, Billings needs to get Merritt. The 1-2. He's got him swinging on a beautiful changeup. Billings strikes out 3, but leave 2 after a walk and a hit batsman. 6-4 Trinity as we go to the bottom of the 6th. Noah Lind will work the bottom of the sixth, 2/3 of an inning so far, and 1 strikeout. The Eagles lead it 6-4. The run that scored while Lind was pitching, not charged to him. He will face Lott, LaChapelle, and Naguris. For TBC, Larson Lott, 2 for 3 with an RBI. First pitch fastball is a little bit high. Billings struck out 3 men in the 6th and stranded 2. In all likelihood, he will come out for the 7th. The 1-0 to Lott, and it hits him, and he is aboard. Larson Lott has been hit by a whole bunch of pitches this season. Can find out just how many in just a moment. Lott is the catcher, so Graham Gorman will be the courtesy runner. That is the 16th time that Larson Lott has been hit by a pitch. Gorman, the courtesy runner, for the 3rd time. He stole the base in the 1st inning. Tyson LaChapelle has been hit by a pitch. He's nothing out of 2 officially. Squares around, a show bunt, a snap throw to first, and Gorman is back. And Tyson LaChapelle squaring around as if to bunt. He does not have a sacrifice bunt this season. He has all the room he wants down the right field line. If he can get it past McCarron. 1 ball, no strikes, shows bunt again, drops it down. There will be just 1 play to throw to first in plenty of time. Sacrifice bunt for Tyson LaChapelle. 1-3 on the putout. Gorman now in scoring position, and Nate Naguris will try to drive him in. It's a 2-run TBC lead. Looking ahead to the 7th, 4, 5, and 6 due up for Toccoa. That's McCarron, Eckert, and Powell. Now the sun has peeked through the clouds once again, and it is bright and sunny, especially on the infield. Lynn checks that runner at second, not being held close, and the first pitch is low. TBC has 2 chances to drive in the run. Nice bunt by LaChapelle. Gorman with a good lead off second, not excessive. 1 ball, no strikes, and a spin move by Naguris to avoid getting hit. That's ball 2. Gorman has some pretty decent speed at second. Base hit into the outfield has a very good chance of bringing him in. 2 balls, no strikes to Naguris. That's ball 3. And a right-hander now throwing for Toccoa Falls. 3 balls, no strikes. Long look in by Lind. And a 3-0. And in there for a strike. Naguris taking that one all the way. Counts now 3-1. Lake Pruitt is the man warming up. Here comes a 3-1 from Lind. That's ball 4. 2 men aboard with 1 man out. First walk issued by Lind, and 6th overall from Toccoa pitching. Logan McGann tripled in the 5th, but was picked off. And now we have a conference on the mound. That is not Coach Taylor. This may be just a strategy meeting. Runner at second is Graham Gorman, running for the catcher, Larson Lott, who was hit by a pitch. Tyson LaChapelle, a sacrifice bunt, and Nate Naguris, a walk. So TBC has put 2 on with 1 out without putting the ball in play. McGann, that triple was his 2nd hit of the game. He is 2 for 3. He's also scored a run and stolen 2 bases. Yankees have added to their lead. It is now 8-3 over Milwaukee. make that 13-3 now. Aaron Judge has hit a grand slam. His second homer of the game, 5 RBIs. Logan McGann at the plate trying to bring home a big insurance run for Trinity Baptist. They're giving him right field. McCarron in tight at first. And McGann takes a strike on the inner half. Eagles have had some atom balls both last night and here today. Good defense by Toccoa Falls, except for that second inning where they helped TBC score 5 runs. 1 strike to McGann and a pitch. Good curveball for strike 2. 0-2 to Logan McGann. That triple was his second of the season. Just needs to get a base hit to bring home a run. 2 strikes, 1 out, 2 men aboard, and the pitch. Ground ball headed up the middle. It's going to be cut off. A flip to second for 1. A throw to first. Gets away. McCarron will pick it up, fire home, and he's safe. That is Graham Gorman, who never hesitated around third base, and he gives the Eagles a big insurance run. It will not be an RBI for McGann, but he is credited with a fielder's choice. It'll be an error on the second baseman for the low throw that allowed Gorman to score. The run is unearned at the moment, pending on what follows. Coach Taylor wants to talk to the umpire. He's pointing out toward the base path, so I'm wondering if he's saying there might have been some base runner interference. Well, barring a change, I'll wait a moment to put the run up there, but barring a change, it'll be 7-4 Trinity Baptist. We'll wait for the final word before putting it up. Now the 2 umpires, they're going to have a conversation. Wind has started to blow out. The next hitter is Dominic Gattinella. Well, unless there's a change, it's a fielder's choice credited to McGann. Naguris was erased on a 6-4. There are 2 outs. Gorman came all the way around from third. He never hesitated. And the umpires are still talking. And everything will stand as called. So the Eagles get the run, lead 7-4, and now have Dominic Gattinella at the plate. He has scored 2 of the runs. He is 1 for 1, 2 walks, and a double. McGann is at first. He has stolen 2 bases. Let's see if he tries for a hat trick. In the 7th, 4, 5, and 6 for Toccoa Falls. And this first one is chopped foul. No balls and a strike. Two outs with Logan McGann at first. He's going. The pitch is low and inside. The throw is late. Third stolen base of the game for Logan McGann. Another opportunity for Trinity Baptist to extend the lead. Gattinella at the plate. Trying to double to right his last time up. Lynn will check that runner. And the pitch. And this one just barely misses. 2 balls and a strike. Long look by Lind. All throwing in the bullpen is stopped for Toccoa. And the pitch. In the dirt, right into the chest protector of Merritt, and he holds on. If Gattinella reaches, Jacob Burke would bat next. 3 balls and a strike. And a pitch from Lind. Here's a 3-1. And it hits him to put another base runner aboard. That's the second man that Lind has hit this inning. And it brings up Jacob Burke. RBI single, sacrifice bunt, and a walk. So 1 for 1 is Burke. Again at second. Gattinella at first. Burke at the plate. If he reaches, Reeves will bat next. Lean checks that runner, not being held too closely, and a pitch. Up and in. That's ball 1. Well, Drew Billings has a little bit more breathing room, looking for his 8th save of the season. 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch. High pop up and out of play. Evens the count at 1-1. The wind is now blowing out towards right field. A ball and a strike to Jacob Burke. 2 outs, 2 men aboard. A run is in. Eagles of Trinity Baptist lead by 3. Lean will turn and fire towards second. McGann back safely. Dumas did a tumble over McGann. Both men are all right. Count still 1-1. Dumas holding the runner close. The other infielders are back deep. Runner's going to third. It's a strike. There will be no throw. And McGann now has 4 stolen bases. I don't mean on the season. I mean this game. So first and third. Merritt relays the signals to the infield. A ball and 2 strikes to Jacob Burke. Gattinella, modest lead off first. Now he's going to take off. They're going to try to steal the run. Toccoa's going to let him go. And this one has popped up. See if Gattinella tries it again. Hey, there are 2 outs. He doesn't have to stop if that pitch is on the way. He doesn't have to see if a ball will be caught. They're going to give it to you, take it, and that's exactly what they're going to do. And the pitch. Got him swinging, a high fastball. However, Trinity Baptist gets an insurance run. They strand 2, but we go to the 7th with Trinity Baptist leading 7-4. Drew Billings in his 2nd inning of work, looking for save number 8. If he gets it, it will give Blake Bandy his 3rd win. He has a 3-run lead, but he will face Ryan McCarron, Nick Eckert, and Peyton Powell. This team does not give up. Jacob Brigman now playing first base. So it is Brigman at first base for La Chapelle. And Ryan McCarron will step up. McCarron has walked, singled, scored a run, and popped up. And Billings gets ready for his first pitch. Left-hand hitter at the plate. Billings drops down low and gets a strike. McCarron trying to hit that one onto the practice field. No balls and a strike. Wind has started blowing out again. And that one is a little bit inside. A ball and a strike. Eckert on deck, followed by Powell. If he gets that far, Miller, Dumas, and Jennings. Here's a 1-1. Changeup had him out in front for strike 2. Karen again looked like he was trying to drive that one about 400 feet. If I'm Billings, I'm slowing it down even more on this pitch. It's 1-2. Let's see if Billings does indeed slow it down. Here comes a 1-2. He does, but he misses. Well, at least I got the pitch call right. Counts now 2-2. And McCarron steps out. Now he's ready. Back of the box. Billings shakes off 2. Likes the third. Here comes a 2-2. And pulled foul. We don't see the Eagles bullpen, so we don't know if anybody's throwing, but all likelihood there may be someone, just in case Billings gets into trouble. He is the closer. If there is a bottom of the 7th, it would be Reeves, Ongston, Williams for TBC. Billings trying to make them wait for game 2, and this one popped up and fouled out of play. We'll end the feed at the conclusion of this game and start up a brand new one as game 2 is about to begin. Trinity Baptist trying to even the series after Toccoa Falls won that fantastic 1-0 pitchers duel last night. 2 balls, 2 strikes. There's a drive toward the gap. Coming in and making the catch on the run is Jacob Burke. Another spectacular defensive play. Both teams have done that the entire first 2 games so far. And it brings up Nick Eckert. 1 out, base is empty. Excellent play by Jacob Burke. He has a lot of speed, and he was able to get there just before the ball hit the ground. Eckert has walked, singled, scored a run, and grounded out. 1 out, base is empty. And a first pitch for a strike. Rerun, Trinity Baptist lead. 1 out in the 7th. Nobody on. And Billings with the pitch. A changeup for strike 2. Nothing in 2. Billings peers in. Eckert breaks the concentration. Billings never stopped looking at the catcher until a moment ago. Nothing in 2. The wind has shifted and is now blowing in. It's been a very fussy wind, not making up its mind today. 2 strikes to Nick Eckert. And a ground ball into left field. That's a base hit. Eckert is aboard. That's his 2nd hit of the ball game. And it brings up Peyton Powell. First hit that Billings has allowed. And now Will Miller, who is on deck, represents the tying run. Powell has struck out, walked, and singled. Got a bloop single his last time up. Naguris actually had the ball in his glove until he hit the ground on the diving attempt. There's a line drive to third. It's caught. The throw to first. That's the ball game. Final score, Trinity Baptist College 7, Toccoa Falls College 4. An excellent game, well played by both teams. Trinity scores 5 in the 2nd, Toccoa scores 4 in the 3rd, and TBC adds single runs in the 5th and the 6th. The winning pitcher will be Blake Bandy, who is now 3-3. The loser is starter Kason Rhodes. No wins, now 3 losses, and Drew Billings will get his 8th save of the season. Updated records now. Trinity Baptist 15-12 and now 6-2 in South Region play. Toccoa Falls 15-16 and now 2 and 3 within the South region. That's it for game number 1. We've had 2 exciting ball games to start this series. I'm guessing game 3 will give us just as many thrills. We'll end the feed now. We'll start up a new one just before that ball game gets underway. You're watching TBC Eagles baseball on the TBC Eagles Sports Network. I'm Ray Bureau. We'll see you in about half an hour.